Welcome to Manga Tip of the Day. This is tutorial number 1, Choosing Traditional Materials, Part 1. This is your host, Steffi. There's a photo of me. And I'm the author and narrator of Manga Tip of the Day. For this first tutorial, there will be 3 tools you'll need to start drawing manga. And I'll throw in a bit of humor here and there. Hopefully you'll not find it too corny. To begin with, you'll really need a pencil. I want you to choose what you like best. First off, there's a mechanical pencil, which has its advantages such as sharp, crisp lines. They're perfect for backgrounds and drawing buildings and such. And, as a bonus, they never need sharpening. But there are disadvantages to it, such as they can create harsh lines. These lines may not be suitable for finer things such as delicate fur, delicate hair. And they need refilling, and to buy refills, they cost money. They are expensive too, and not every mechanical pencil is exactly alike. They all have different structures, and you gotta learn which one you like the best. Finally, there's a regular number 2 pencil, and a regular number 2 pencil is probably what you're used to taking tests with. There are advantages to a number 2 pencil. They produce gentle, smooth lines. Usually these are great for hair and little fine features. They're cheap, and they're very easy to use, and they're pretty much all the same. But there are disadvantages. Personally, I find that they smudge a lot. They also constantly need sharpening. The pencil sharpener will become your best friend if you want to use a number 2 pencil with your artwork. Finally, second, you really need an eraser. You have to choose what you like best. There's what's called a click eraser, and it's actually a retractable eraser that makes this cool click sound. It's good for details and smaller areas, but it really isn't meant for large areas. As a result, it can take longer if you want to use it for larger areas. As a bonus, it's sometimes refillable, so you don't have to throw out if you've already used it. However, it is a little pricey. Prices range from anywhere from $5 if you get it on sale to $15 for a set of 3. Then there's your good old regular eraser. It comes in all different colors and shapes. Basically, whatever shape or color you can imagine, they can make an eraser out of it. It is perfect for large areas, but it's really not that great for details unless you alter it. And altering it, what I mean by that is you can cut it with an X-Acto knife to get a nice sharp edge, but quickly that's worn through and you have to do it again. And I don't want exactly everyone going and using an X-Acto knife for legal reasons. And there's no cool click sound. But as a bonus, a regular eraser is pretty much as cheap as it gets. The third and final tool you really need to begin with, just the basics, is paper. You need something to draw on. However, never ever use lined paper. While it seems like an easy, convenient option, you might have it in school, it's really tough to scan it, and it's actually rather transparent, so it's really not the best tool to use. So what I recommend using for a beginner is regular printer paper, and honestly, I even use it. It's cheap, I can buy it in bulk, it's got a good texture, and it's really perfect for a beginner, like I said. But the disadvantage to it is it's really not meant for liquids like watercolors or paints, but it can handle ink okay, I find, as long as you don't use too much ink. However, there is out there specialty paper, and these specialty papers go by fancy names, such as Bristol board and fine art paper and comic paper. There is a downside to these specialty papers, though. They will seriously hurt your wallet. They're expensive, and to make it worse, some are great and some stink. There's a lot of variance of quality between brands, so just because you paid a lot for it doesn't mean that it's all that in a bag of chips. And that's it for tutorial number 1, Choosing Traditional Materials Part 1, but up next is tutorial number 1, Choosing Traditional Materials Part 2. That's next time on Manga Tip of the Day. That's it, Steffi signing off. Adios.